Perimenopause is a shit show. I know, because it was an awful experience for me. And I spent 4 years thinking I was terminally ill before a doctor actually said to me, I think you're in perimenopause. This was after seeing about 10 other doctors for other terminal illnesses that I believed I had. I didn't even know what perimenopause was. I'd never heard the word. I had to go and research it. I still get women today commenting on my other social media channels, what is perimenopause? Or they say they go to the doctor and the doctor says they've never even heard of it. So it's not well known enough. Never mind the research that's not done on it. So I understand that you're going through a hard time, but there is a way to get through it and to get through it in a way that actually feels quite comfortable. So this is how I eventually beat perimenopause and how you can too. So what I did was I understood where I came from. So what was my life like and what were my periods like and my body like before I started the symptoms and what they're like now. So a clear understanding of what it is to be able to communicate that to the doctor. And then also, what are my symptoms and what are the symptoms of perimenopause? So how could I say to the doctor, this is perimenopause, this is why I think I'm in it? Because the likelihood of you knowing more than the doctor is quite high. Then I understood blood tests and how they could help. People will tell you blood tests are not worth it. They are. If you do them at the right time of the month and you do them over a period of months or even over a period of years, you get an idea of how your body is changing. But then also I started to track how I was responding to the different treatments because I didn't respond well to pharmaceutical hormones. It was only when I found bioidentical hormones that I started to respond well to the treatment. Everyone's going to be different. So I started to track that. And then I learned how well I was doing, and then I could find the right treatment for me. The next thing I did was I started to pay attention to my diet. Now, luckily, I have a dietitian sister, and she was helping me. She explained how insulin affected symptoms and how your diet can make life much more complicated for you in perimenopause. So I started to eat in a way that minimized my symptoms, including reducing stress, because stress during perimenopause makes your symptoms much worse, including the way your body responds to insulin. The next thing I did was I saw a therapist to help with the rage and the emotions that were coming up, because you change quite a lot during this time. And then finally, I started spending time with friends that really gave me energy and made me feel good about life and myself. And I'm not talking about friends that boosted my ego or confidence, just friends that were calm and made me feel good and didn't drain me or take away from me. In fact, one of the friends I started walking with every Friday, I still walk with her every Friday. So those are some of the things I started to do that actually help me get out of the slump of perimenopause and make me feel so much better, to the point where I'm a much better person now than I think I've ever been in my whole life. This is the happiest I have ever been as well. So just making the effort to seek the right help and treatment has just resulted in the best possible human being I could have imagined I could be. And because I went through it and because it was so hard, I actually, with my twin sister, put together this very, very simple guide. It's Perimenopause Preparing for Glory. So it's really for women who have literally just found themselves in perimenopause. And it's just talking you through how to figure out where you are and what's happening with you, and then how to write the kinds of questions or the kinds of symptoms, the kind of experiences, so you can put together something that you can take to the doctor and say, hey, this is what's happening for me, and this is what I'd like you to do about it, including the blood tests you can ask for and why. But it also gives you nutritional information from Tanya and nutritional questions that are asked about perimenopause frequently by a dietitian. But then it's also got some really simple recipes at the end for people like us during perimenopause, that you just don't have the energy or the time, but you want to eat better and you want to feed your family well, but you literally just can't be asked. These recipes, they're 5-5-5 recipes, literally 5 ingredients in each one. And I think there's a few breakfasts and a few dinners and a few lunches. So it's a really, really simple book. You can find it on our website. And because I know a lot of people don't have money, you can also download a more simple version than the book for $5. So it's a downloadable PDF that should be able to help you. I really hope you get through this okay. Please reach out to people. Speaking to friends or a therapist can be so helpful as well. The more you educate yourself, the more you learn about yourself, the more you're able to help yourself. So good luck on this journey. We're here with you. We're Bright Life Project. We post a lot on perimenopause on TikTok and a little bit on Instagram. We're trying to do a little bit more on YouTube as well, but we do what we can. You can also check out our website. We're constantly trying to update that and also put any kind of products and things there that we've found helpful to other people. So you got this.